What's going on, guys? Back here, and I know I put out a guide video, but I wanted to put a video together to actually show off the healing in action with the new patch. So I decided to do this. I decided to go into a tactical flashpoint. Those are the level 15 to 55, some of them 59, others flashpoint, and heal through that. I wanted to kind of test my skills and see if I'm still able to heal the level that I was healing at, and I figured I'd start with something easy, but also to see if I still enjoyed the rotation, I guess, still enjoyed playing the class. So far I do. I mean, not much enough has changed for me to really say I wouldn't like playing the class anymore, but for the most part I really just wanted to see what I could really do. I healed him. How did I click him? I'm not really sure. But just to see what I could still really do with the class. So we're going to be taking it easy, taking it nice and slow. Basically just following this guy around, healing him. We're going to throw a Koto shell on him. And it should be relatively easy. Like I said, you are bolstered in these flashpoints, so it's not really a big deal. But just for the sake of practicing getting into the swing of things again, we're going to be running tactical flashpoint for now. Just to give you an idea of how the class plays in my guide video, you remember that you're still going to start with a rapid scan and go into healing scan, because it's going to give you a buff to increase your healing received. I'll show you that right now. We go into rapid scan here. It gives me that buff, that stack of critical efficiency. My next healing scan is just going to generate less heat. So we're going to be using the rapid scan as much as possible without using the healing scan. That way, if we need a bigger heal, we can save on the heat cost of that next heal. It does go away though, so if you don't feel like getting all of your charges in, if you would have used it before that, you're more than welcome to. It's still going to reduce it by a little bit. Not as cheap as it used to be, but it's still a slight heat cost. And like I've said in many of my videos, you can talk about math and numbers and all that, but really the when it comes down to it, 1% heat could save your group, could save from a complete wipe in my personal experience. So that's why I don't really worry too much about it. You can go for the exact science of the rotation. I just do what works for me, and it has worked so far for Nightmare Ops and things like that. So I don't remember any of these boss fights, so this might actually be a little more difficult, because this guy does hit like a truck when he does his certain moves, and if you don't kill him in a certain amount of time, he does enrage and starts to cause a lot of havoc, especially with his snowstorm ability, his sandstorm ability, excuse me, that he has right here. I'm going to go throw that down on top of the sorcerer's ability there, because it's going to do so much more healing when coupled with the sorcerer's ability. We're going to get to here. We're going to have to start popping out the rapid scans. One on him, one on him. Then we'll continue to shoot Mint Pimp with the Koto Bolt, I think it's called. Koto Shot, just Koto Shot. Continue to shoot him with that as well. Sethar's getting low. Let's throw him one of those. My missiles, my Koto missiles coming off cooldown. So we'll pop one of those. I'm fully charged, 1 critical efficiency, so we're going to use our heal. And we're going to pop supercharged gas. And just bang out the heals. Like I said, in my youth, in my other days, I probably would have been able to do that without popping supercharged gas. But as time catches up with everybody, I'm completely out of practice, and I don't want to pretend to be really, really good. Throw an emergency scan on top of it. I'm getting put into cooldown, looks like, here by this attack that he's using. But we had an instant scan there, so we went ahead and used it. I actually forget what that buff's called. I'll have to look at it so I can remember. Gotta give everybody a nice heal there. Still love that I have all these little tips and tricks I can use. Tips and tricks? Tricks. Not so much tips, but different tricks and things that I can use with that, so that's kind of nice. We're going to heal everybody up here. Oh, there's a sorcerer pull, so we're going to throw a Close Missile down in there. Increase healing and give him that splash heal, so that's quite a lot of healing there with that combo. Chipping him down ever so slowly, it looks like he's going to drop. And there you have it. That's that one. One down. A couple more to go. This isn't going to be anywhere near as good as the ones I have, but we'll check anyway. No, I'm just in it for the basics. The level 60 abilities actually, armors, actually are using basic comms. So I can run the tactical flashpoint and whatnot, and actually pick up my basic comms. To start off with a nice 60 gear. I'm glad they did it that way. I think the ultimate comms are obviously a little better, but for those people who have been farming basic comms and don't quite have the ultimate comms yet, you can still pick up your gear and be relevant in the flashpoint or in the op or whatever it seems you're running, without having to grind for ultimate comms if they already have basic. You know what I'm trying to say. I do apologize if my voice is a little rough. I am sick once again. For those of you who watch some other videos, I get sick from time to time with the job I work at, and it sucks. I had a little kid sneeze right in my face the other day, and let me tell you, I saw red for a second. But whatever. But I am trying to get over chest congestion and a cold, so I'm going to sound a little rough. I'm not sure what that is. Alright, this one, you have to like hit the things or something. I'm not really 100% sure, but we're going to stand away from that anyway. Maybe we're supposed to stack. Maybe we'll just stack. Stacking never hurt anybody unless the enemy has a cleave, which it looks like he does indeed have. We don't even have to, I mean, this is a tactical flashpoint, so obviously we're not going to have to use a lot of heals. I can just sit here shooting my Colto shot and my Colto missile. But really, that's all I was doing before this anyway. A lot of the rotation was just keeping people topped off as quickly and as efficiently as I could. You'll see we have our supercharged gas because my blasters are glowing a bright blue. For whatever reason, I'm not 100% sure what that is, but whatever it is, it's glowing blue. So we can get these charges of critical efficiency. Now, I believe on my critical strikes is when I'm actually going to gain that emergency response. I believe it's criticals. And my next heal is actually going to be an instant cast, so I'm going to use it on myself. Colto missile, run towards the Sork, so that if he needs to, he can throw out an AoE for me. Give him scans. And you always want to be on the lookout for that. Oh god, I'm gonna get molested here. I should be fine. Pump my shit anyway. You always want to be on the lookout for that critical scan, whatever it's called. Because obviously an instant cast free healing scan is, or an instant cast, it's not free. An instant cast healing scan is never something you want to waste. It's a really good thing, so you should use it. Let's take a look here and see what exactly is doing that. This eliminates the heat generated by emergency scan. In addition, activating emergency. Okay, yeah, that's what it is. It's my healing scan, my emergency scan rather. So when I use my emergency scan, my next healing scan is absolutely instant. So that's pretty cool. I forget that. I don't use healing scan enough. I used to use it as kind of an oh crap heal because I could couple it with two scans and an emergency. So I should start using that more often because it does make my next healing scan an instant cast. So again, another pull. Like I said, I hope this video is too boring. I hit with a snowball, really? People haven't exhausted all their snowballs yet? You can see Colto Missile still a little misleading with its range. I told you it's only going to hit about here, but I'll show you when we get up here to this doorway. If I throw it here, oops. If I throw it here, it's still going to hit him up there. he was out of the circle, so it gives you a little bit of leeway. Probably about, I'd say, half inch on the actual screen, where that will actually affect the person. Even if they're not in the ring, like with Death from Above, it's actually probably the little glowy outside the ring, not just the Imperial symbol. So something to keep in mind for when you want to need to heal somebody. Probably a little bit more range than you thought you did. So really, I mean, if you wanted to, you could use... It can be a waste of your emergency scan because it does have a 20-second cooldown. But if you wanted to, you could actually use it as a heal, like your rapid scan. You wouldn't get the boost, your critical efficiency perk, or critical efficiency proc, but you would get a free scan. And I mean, if it's free, if this ability here, oops, dang it, really? If this ability here eliminates the heat generated, I didn't keep that up long enough for you to see. If emergency response eliminates the heat generated, you might as well use it. I mean, there's really no reason not to. Like I said, if it doesn't generate any heat, which it doesn't lie. So if it doesn't generate any heat, you might as well. You could use it as a heal. It does still crit pretty high. If you get it to, I've had it crit for 8, 9, 10,000 on the really good crits. So if you do indeed get it to crit high, you kind of feel like you're wasting it, but at the same time, it was a free heal. It's only a 20-second cooldown. I know I said that like it's a bad thing. But 20 seconds for a heal is a long time, but when you think about the free cost and the instant scan after that, we're going to go ahead and skip. A 20-second cooldown is not all that much, so... this should be fun. If I remember correctly, he puts a bunch of AoEs down, and we need to destroy the turrets. I'm going to throw him a heal since he got hit by the blue. Does damage to everything in the area, so you gotta make sure you stay out of that. Stay away from people if they have it. Throw a Kolto shell. Stay away from me, stay away from me, stay away from me! You can stop it before it actually hurts you. You can run away from it, but... give him the scan. So you can use it as kind of a 1-2. I can emergency scan one person and then immediately rapid healing. I can emergency scan one person, then immediately healing scan another. So it actually works really well for a 1-2 punch kind of thing. Like your with a cooldown now, like your rapid scan healing scan used to work, that it would reduce the cooldown. That was before healing scan had the cooldown, and it was rapid scan that didn't. But now rapid scan does. So he's gonna go ahead and snipe me a little bit. See, I'm gonna use it there, and then I'll just use the instant cast, reduced heat cost, to do that. So my advice is, I think about these things as I do them. That's why I'm turning this into a bit of a guide video as well. When you use your rapid scans here, and you happen to get up to those 3 charges, one thing you can do is use your emergency scan as your next heal. You see, they're going to last well after my heat goes all the way back down. So I'm going to use my emergency scan, and then I can use that right after. Not only does it reduce the heat cost, but then it also just makes it free. So it's really a nice kind of 1, 2, 3, 4 punch when you think about it. Throw another Kolto shell while I'm thinking about it.
Energy levels at 35%. Please secure all data and exit the building immediately.
He does have a cleave, so let's keep him away from me, please. Oh god, I forgot I can't shoot him. It's not hammer shots anymore, it's... Kolto shot. Oh boy, that's awkward. Floating in the air. Use it on myself there. Shoot Sethra up. Shooting up. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a tank. Don't need it. Might roll. Ooh, sexy. I might roll on. I'm gonna roll on that for the look. I like that. I'm getting kind of tired of the cowboy look. I think I want to go full mercenary bounty hunter. So anyway, that is it, guys. Just remember what I said. I'm not going to go over it all again, but I kind of didn't really see the usefulness of emergency scan to healing scan. I was still saving it as kind of an oh crap heal. And it really doesn't need to be that. You really can use it right in the middle of your rotation, along with your rapid scan, your critical efficiency, to lower the heat cost of healing scan. So not only is the heat cost lowered to the point where it's almost non-existent, but it also instant cast. So it's a really nice combo to set up there. Other than that, I still save supercharged gas for when I really need it, because it does keep things off cooldown, and I can couple it with my thermal sensor override and my power surge, and still do as much healing as I used to be able to do. So there's really no reason to pop it until I need it personally. I can vent my heat, use these 3 abilities here to really throw out the heals when I need to, when the group is in trouble. So I'm going to stop talking. That's the end of the video. I don't want it to run too long. Hopefully that was a little more helpful. You guys got to actually see me move around and do things. And I know it was a tactical flashpoint, but I think I still got it. I will be back. I will probably be subscribing very, very soon, because I really want to get back into playing. Got some of the guys from the guild back in, at least 3 of them. They want to start getting back in. So hopefully we'll have some videos out for you guys soon, and that's it. I'll see you guys later. Finn.